On Wednesday and Thursday, we saw a widespread wind event that we call a derecho. That's a Spanish word for meaning straight ahead, and it's typically a widespread windstorm associated with a thunderstorm cluster. Usually that's a bow echo, but we had two of them, one with a bow echo, one with a squall line actually. Severe wind has to cover an area, a swath at least 250 miles long, and it can be a progressive type or a serial type. I'll talk a little bit about that coming up. The first one we had on Wednesday evening into Thursday morning was a progressive type. Here you see toward Thursday morning, big backwards sea, big cluster storms that have gotten themselves into a bow echo, damaging winds all along those blue indicators there coming right down the core of that. Then as we got into Thursday afternoon and through the evening hours, another line of thunderstorms formed, and this is what I call a serial derecho. You can see how widespread the winds were with that one. Little mini bows embedded in that big long squall line brought a lot of wind events. Between the two of these derechos, there were about 1,000 severe wind reports. The ingredients, they were pretty favorable. We had a stationary front coming from Indiana down into the mid-Atlantic, a lot of fast-flowing, low-level, very moist air, and then at about 10,000 feet, pretty fast winds parallel to that frontal zone that helped steer the storms down along it, and even up where the jet aircraft fly, pretty fast winds, so that is favorable for the formation of those derechos. Now, we had a very strong derecho back in June 29, 2012. It actually covered very similar areas to the progressive derecho that I talked about, but the one last year was stronger. That's generally because we had much faster winds at that 5,000 to 10,000, 20,000 foot level to add to the winds in those thunderstorm downdrafts. So not every derecho is created equal.